Today we're taking this first look video to an upper level. Those that know me know that I like a fine pineapple soda, good quality parts, and a bad dad joke here and there. What we are looking at is a new upper receiver from Bravo Company Manufacturing. This is their Mark II forged upper receiver. My name is Dave Tim from Guns and Tactics. Thank you guys very much for spending a few minutes with me in this first look video at this new product. And I have to say right off the bat, initially this is definitely the most innovative forged upper receiver I have seen to date, but probably one of the nicest forged upper receivers I have seen to date. And we're going to talk about what makes this very interesting to me. Now, I just received it. Obviously, it's not built up or anything like that, but I did start measuring for tolerances and size and spec and everything like that, and it is spot on. Speaking of dimensions, when I was taking a pin gauge to measure the receiver itself, which is the proper way to measure holes, we have an excellent fit. 248 front and rear with the pin gauge, so it's going to offer a nice snug fit, and if needed be, you could get some oversized pins if you still had a little bit of rattling depending on your lower receiver. First, compared to a standard forged upper that we all know and love, a good quality forged upper receiver is just that, a really great quality upper receiver, and in fact it's the staple of a good quality build. I would even argue that the upper is more important than the lower receiver. And this is a great mil-spec upper receiver. However, if you talk to anybody in the engineering department of a quality firearms company, they're all going to tell you the same thing, and that the mouth of the upper receiver is by far the weakest part of the upper. Because basically what we have here is we have this mouth right there, and if we take a barrel, you have the barrel extension, and we have a slip fit. So in essence, we have about an inch of material that is supporting the entire weight of the barrel. Yes, I know there's a barrel nut on there that kind of clamps this all together, but the reality is the interference on some upper receivers or the slip fit is just basically this depth right here. That means that this material right here on the upper receiver is responsible for holding this, generally supporting your handguard. That's a lot to ask of just a little bit of material. That's why you'll see some of the billet uppers that have this reinforced and things like that. Now, Bravo Company said, hey, we want to beef up this area. We recognize that this is the weak part of the upper, and you can see they've increased a bunch of material here as well as here around the ejection port. And if you compare it, side by side, we can definitely see that there's an increased material here. There you go. You can definitely see that there's increased material here and here versus the standard mil-spec. And if we turn it over, again, you're seeing this increased material to kind of beef up the upper receiver. Now, the only downside that I'm seeing is that the material at the bottom here is also beefed up, so depending on your handguard or free float rail system, if it's designed to go on a standard mil-spec dimension, the anti-rotation tabs typically interface somewhere around there. You may have some fit issues. But they really did a nice job of reinforcing the mouth of the upper receiver to make it more sturdy. Now, the other thing with the Bravo Company is that if we take our barrel back, it does not slip fit, okay? It is an interference fit, which means it has to be thermal fit or heat fit, and that basically means that we take a heat gun or torch and very carefully heat the mouth of the upper receiver, causing it to expand, and once it is expanded, we can then insert the barrel. The aluminum then kind of retracts and then really has a nice tight interference fit on the barrel extension. It's a really, really solid way to go. Now, Bravo Company's doing it with their upper receivers. JP has done it with some of their upper receivers. There's a couple other companies as well that have a nice tight fit on the upper, requiring thermal fitting or heat fitting, and it's a great way to go. So that's a really nice feature on the front end of the upper receiver, but that's not all. On the back end of the upper receiver, notice the forward assist. The forward assist is like this little junior-sized forward assist, and if we compare it to a standard mil-spec upper, you can definitely see the difference. Now you might be thinking, well, is that just to get it out of the way? Well, no, it is actually for left-handed shooters. So for those lefties out there, let's see, I would hold in the gun with fire controls in my left hand, and then I had to go to manipulate the charging handle. I could definitely do that much easier. The charging handle will be here, and then with my support hand, I can manipulate it, and I don't have to rip my fingernail off or rip anything else off, which has happened for left-handed shooters on the forward assist. So I thought that was a really nice design. A couple other little things to note. The forging marks are very classy. They have the Bravo Company star, so it's very, tastefully well done. And even the gas tube hole in the front is a star as well, which there you go. Now you guys can see that a little bit better. So I just thought this was a really well done upper. It has dry film, 7075, T6 aluminum, hard coat anodized, so there's laser engraved top. So all the standard mil-spec features that we know and love, but with those nice enhancements to the upper receiver mouth and beefing up the material and reinforcing the cam pin pocket as well. So I have to say, this looks like a really nice upper receiver. They are $130 retail. You can get them from Bravo Company Direct or their affiliate dealers. It does come completely assembled with the new forward assist and dust cover. I'm really looking forward to getting this one built up and putting it together in a new upper build and see how it holds up. But if you're in the market for a forged upper and you want a good, accurate, reliable build, at this point, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't use an upper like this. For more information, you can check out their webpage for all the specs and availability. We'll put a link there, or otherwise, depending on the platform, you may have to type in that keyword in the search engine of your choice due to social media policies. But if you have any questions, please sound them off in the comments below, and we'd be more than happy to talk more about it. Speaking of questions, if you want to see your question get on our QA episode, which is our show at the end of the month where I answer your questions, send us an email to the email address shown below, which is the QA@gunsandtactics.com. I answer your questions at the end of the month, and we give away a prize to one lucky winner. Anything guns, tactics related, if I don't know, we'll learn together. Send your email on over. Otherwise, you can leave a comment. But email is best. To learn more about us, check us out online at our webpage, gunsandtactics.com. Be sure to follow us on social media, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great day. We work really hard to make content that we hope you as a shooter would enjoy. Subscribe to our channel, check out our featured videos and playlists, and if you have a question firearms related, go ahead and send an email to the address shown on the screen to be entered into our monthly QA series.